Okay, if you could just start with your name and your position at Deakin University.
Yes, my name is Fiona Mitchell. I'm the HR consultant for Indigenous Staffing at Deakin University. So I grew up in Brisbane, in Queensland.
Yep.
I am the youngest of 5 children, and life was pretty good. So one experience that has changed me as a person in my life, I would have to say, would be the move from the Yarra Valley with my husband to Lightning Ridge, which is in far west north New South Wales. It was a big change, really big change. I did not know Lightning Ridge. I'd never heard of it, never seen it. I had the running water, I'd had power, and I went to Lightning Ridge with just a 16-foot caravan with no power, no running water, and no job. So it was, it changed my life very much. The hardest part of moving to Lightning Ridge would be going into the unknown. I would say, because I did not know anything about it, I was having to put complete faith and trust in my husband, on his opinion of what the place was like. And then going away from family, that was quite a hard decision. I was able to grow both in my career, but also personally as well. When I was a child, growing up, because my mum is Aboriginal and my dad is white, I received all of my, at that time I would say, what mum allowed me to receive is the cultural knowledge that she passed on to me as a child. And considering it was up until the age of high school, there was a limit on what she could tell me. My expectations of the role is that Deakin University continue to embrace and want to know more about Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander people, and I just see my role as one small area of that. There is so much that can be done, and I know my limitations and what I can and can't do. So I would like to see in my time here that Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander people are recognised as First Nations people.
And also, why does Deakin need a HR consultant for Indigenous staffing?
Well, why wouldn't they? To me it kind of makes sense.
Yeah.
If no one was in my role, then it would leave a gap and there would be a hindrance for any potential Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander people who wanted to work at Deakin University. I would see that by having someone in this role, it provides that bridge between a university environment, which for even myself was a very daunting environment to enter. So to have another Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander person present who is working in that environment helps a lot, helps break down a lot of the barriers that would be there if I was not there. Whenever you see an Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander student or staff member, don't be afraid to talk. We don't bite. We're more than happy to sit down and have a cuppa and have a yarn. We don't mind. As long as the communication is approached in a respectful manner, and we're more than happy to talk. And I think another key point would be that we are heard, not only just communicated with, but our opinions are heard and validated. And that, for me, is a good first step to breaking down barriers. I would like to see more staff, Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander staff in the university. I would also, but with that happening, with more students being present, with more staff being present, it would contribute to a more embracive and inclusive environment. It would just show, Deakin would show that they are, yes, working together with Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander people. Really, the only advice I would give would be to not be as patient as what I was. Maybe be a little bit more persistent, and don't let go. Don't let go. Keep pushing.
Follow your dream.
Keep pushing. Yeah, definitely. And that would be about it.